I think that's absolutely right, Gary. Universities really, I'm not going to talk about your individual behaviour, but in terms of the kind of ideas that people are exploring should be absolutely at the edge of acceptability in all senses. Universities should be the freest place in society to be able to explore ideas. And the reason for that is the only way to determine what is a good and a bad idea is to nut it out, is to talk about it. And in order to be able to do that, you need to be free to express ideas. Unfortunately, what we're finding on Australian campuses is an increasing culture of censorship in which you've got a narrowing of acceptability. And ultimately, I put a lot of this down to the fact that universities are lacking in what's called viewpoint diversity. There's really become not just kind of 60, 70% progressive left, but when you start to get up to something like 80, 90%, if you have a different perspective, you're the pariah in the tribe, and people will go after you and attack you and stop you from being able to express your perspective. And I think that's what Bettina Arndt found when she was violently protested at the University of Sydney last month. But we're also seeing that in academics and students that I speak to almost every day who tell me about their experiences of either being quiet themselves or being censored for expressing an alternative opinion. And I think it's ultimately upon our university leadership in Australia. These are public institutions, they're funded by the taxpayer. They need to really stamp out a culture of open and free debate. And we're starting to see a little bit of this. Peter Shergold at the University of Western Sydney has talked about the problems universities are facing. Even Gareth Evans at ANU, for all the issues with the Ramsay Centre, has said that university administrators must reject the idea that some ideas are too offensive to be spoken. And we really need to have a proper discussion about this, ironically, a debate about it to get universities back to what they should be.